leaders in the conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Houston. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down. New set of downs.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it push passes. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Got it in the middle. It's Sanford. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, it's Sanford.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the mountains. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Flips it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The pitch to the left. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Ball's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Past the 50. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get... Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
On the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Finding open areas. Powers through. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice?
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Look out, he's got room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards.
They inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback extends the play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't?
Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Trying to get it to the marker. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Jumped on top of the pile.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep to the right. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Leaves it with the running back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look to this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Got it in the middle with Sanford. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Wegman. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They booted away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Crosses the 45. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on 3rd down to get the ball back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. The offense will quickly use a timeout. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Cougar. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.